All right, so this is the last document now that we've wrapped up the robot game rules. This document is the updates and clarifications. This document, like all the others, is available on the resources page, so make sure you go to that URL, have it bookmarked. This is by far the most useful URL you will see all season, so make sure you keep this handy. So this is the document that will be updated multiple times throughout the season. Last season there weren't very many, so that was nice. The challenge release on August 6th, there were already updates. So on day one, there are 5 updates. And so we're going to go over those real quick. So first update, Mission 1, the Coral Nursery setup. There is an issue with where the dual lock goes. So make sure you watch the video on how to apply the dual lock. For this mission, the Coral Nursery, there is one piece of dual lock that you see right here where it doesn't go exactly on the marking as they have it. And they've got it shown here as well on the model. And so the point here is we want to make sure that this piece of dual lock is not interfering with this part of the model when it goes to touch the mat. So update 1, to avoid interfering with the intended movement of the coral's tree holder in Mission 1, Coral Nursery, move the 3M dual lock reclosable fastener as shown in the image. So if you put your mission models on the mat based on the video alone, you're going to miss this. Make sure you read your challenge update here. Update 2, extending past the walls of home upon return. So they are updating a rule already here. So this says extending past any wall of home upon return counts. So in the original rule, right, when the field is set up like this, we said that the robot would be able to extend over this wall and it'd be okay, but not the south wall or the north wall. This rule update here is saying that, hey, you know what? You can extend over the south wall. So that's why rule updates are important to follow, because they will give you some advantages there like that. Update 3, Mission 10, send over the submersible bonus constraint removed. The following mission constraint no longer applies. It is not possible to earn the bonus in remote competitions or if there is no opposing team. So this is saying that there was some text in Mission 10 that no longer applies. For my region, Alabama, remote competitions, we don't do those. So fingers crossed we won't do them this year either. So that doesn't apply to us either. Or if there is no opposing team. Also in Alabama, we do our best to make sure there's always a surrogate team in the match. So no matter what, you should always have another team on the other table. Update 3 should not affect us in any way, but it's good to know that you don't lose the opportunity to score these points. Update 4, no equipment constraint this mission model. So let's see what they're saying here. When missions include the no equipment constraint and consist of multiple mission models, so some missions do involve multiple mission models, each mission model should be evaluated independently. So if you've got mission model A and mission model B, and you've got your robot touching B, whatever you needed to do to A, you still get credit for A. But if it's touching B, you lose whatever B would have gotten you. So that's all this is saying, is that it's not, touch one mission model and it's all gone. They will evaluate each mission model independently. So pay attention to this rule. That's going to affect your strategy as well. Update 5, sources of authority. So this is saying what rules are the rules. So we are saying that the official first updates and clarifications, the field setup video, the mission video, the robot game rulebook, pictures, and text will be the only sources of authority. So these videos that I've made right here, these are not sources of authority, right? Do not go to your competition and say, well, Drew said this in the video. Drew is not one of these sources of authority. These videos are just meant to help you digest these sources. I have done my best to say only what the sources say where possible. If I have said anything that the sources do not say, ignore it. Only what these sources say matter. And the referees will combine these to make their best possible call. So pay attention to these updates. Again, first day, and we've already got 5 updates. That's pretty common that you'll see several updates on the first day because all the materials already went out for translation. And so there should be fewer updates as the season goes on, maybe just a couple, but we'll see. We never know until, the teams get their hands on it. But make sure you pay attention to, all the resources that are available to you. Again, most of them are available at this URL. And good luck with your submerged season. We hope to see you at one of our qualifiers.